we would. I love that.
I can make fun of myself too. I mean, I have to.
I'm like, I just put my dad on blast too. Like, yeah. Like,
he won't feel alone.
That was very funny.
It's like I'd be there, right there with you.
yeah, you're like, we were gonna be in the bushes together. Yeah. You just have to stomp near the sagebrush because the rattlesnakes, you know, if they get scared, they're gonna bite you. So.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Culture Bytes. My name is Tristen. I am Northern Tachoni from the Yukon, and I am part of the Indigenous Youth Wellness team. And today we're here with Kylie. I'm gonna pass it over to you for an introduction, but we're so excited to have you today.
Thank you so much.
White hustle hal is squeeze swat is in summer is squeeze Kylie Jack can scale tools and Pinkton or inkamip. So hello everyone, my name is Kylie Jack and my Insilkshin name is Swat. My mom is from the Osirius Indian Band and my dad is from the Penticton Indian Band.
Awesome. So we're really excited to have you today, and we know that we've got a lot of different topics that we're going to cover. Maybe we'll start off with some educational topics. Would you be okay with telling us a little bit about your journey so far and what you're studying?
Sure, yeah. Well, I did my Bachelor of Arts at Simon Fraser University, and that was in criminology, and I had an education minor. And then I took a year off, and then I studied for the LSAT. And then I went to UVic for the JID and JD degree, so which is the Indigenous Law program at UVic. And it's 4 years, and you do like 2 field schools and like have Indigenous professors that like also teach like their Indigenous laws and like constitutional or like whatever, colonial law.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where did you do your field schools?
At UVic, in my first field school semester, we went up to the Northwest Territories, and we actually went to Pazeki First Nation, and so we went up there for a couple weeks, and in February, so it was the coldest time to go.
Did you see Northern Lights?
Yes, it was honestly amazing. It was my first time, like, as an adult. Like, I saw them as a child, but not as an adult. It was really cool. We, like, were outside on the road and just, you know, for an hour, just, like, yeah, enjoying the Northern Lights.
Mm-hmm. As soon as you said that you were up there in February, as a Northerner, I was like, oh, that's cold. You needed all of your winter gear for that.
Exactly. It was really cold. Like, I've never felt that. Like, we had to like walk from where we were staying to the band office like every day that we were there, and it was like a 10-minute walk, but we had to bundle up for that because it was really cold.
Was it cold enough that your eyelashes were starting to freeze?
Yeah, just about. Yeah, I've never like really felt that before, right? So it's like I'm from the interior, so
it's definitely a different sensation.
Yeah, it was, but it was also really special. It was a little bit of a different field school because we weren't like out on the land because it was really cold. Mm-hmm. But we had lots of interviews with like elders or like people on council or like other knowledge keepers that wanted to contribute to like our project, because the nation would kind of assign topics, and then the professor, he assigned us like what we would be focusing on. So yeah, we would write like and do our research like kind of informed by what we learned when we were in community, and like present it to the community at the end of the semester. So that was really special.
Mm-hmm. And then how long was that field school for?
It was for 1 semester for like work-wise, but we were only in community for 2 weeks. Yeah.
That's so special.
Yeah, it felt really good. And can I talk about the next field school? In my last year, we went to Cowichan. So it was really close. It was really great.
Also a lot warmer, probably.
A lot warmer, yeah. Yeah, we actually had our field school all outside because we like all brought a camp chair, and like usually it was different, obviously, because it was closer. But what happened? we like throughout the semester we would go up like for a week at a time kind of, and then I would just drive because I lived closer to there, but yeah, we would be in a circle at a place called Yayumnuts, which is like a gathering place, like historical place, and it was really special to like have. It also was like a burial ground, so it was like a really special place to like gather every single time we basically were there. And then the professor, she would bring in different elders and knowledge keepers to tell us about the land and the history, and we did go on a hike, and we did like more community events, I feel like, in the field school, just because it was closer, like it was easier to plan. So I really enjoyed that field school, and I feel like what I most got from it was that like the teachings were like pretty close to like my own culture, and it felt like I wanted to like go home and like also like do that work, which I ended up doing that like summer, like my summer before, like after graduating law school, and then going back to work. I worked for my nation in the NR department, and then did use and occupancy mapping interviews. So I like did 5 interviews, and I met up with these elders. Most of them were my cousins or relatives or aunties. And yeah, I would like interview them about certain sites, and then we had the Google Earth like on a laptop, and then they would show me where they've picked, where they've hunted, where everything's happened, and like I thought that was really special because these interviews were
the filters on.
Exactly. So I felt like that was also special because I think previously the interviews were done with just like a map, like, and obviously it ends. So on Google Earth it was special because like obviously we like long ago we didn't have boundaries, right? We did, but we had like also agreements with other nations, and like it wasn't like so hard and like this is the line that you cannot cross, right? So I thought that was really special.
Also so cool to be able to see all of the layers and to see how much work is being done within a territory.
Exactly. It's like all of it too, right? It's really shocking the like how much like we occupy actually, and like a lot of people don't even know that are like aren't Indigenous and everything.
I also know that you mentioned you learned a lot of teachings at the second field school. Are there any that really resonated with you that you would be able to share with us?
Yes. I think a lot of what I was like also picking up, because I feel like it's what I needed, was to like know who you are and like ground yourself. And I think one of the first days we had like a healer, and she kind of like brushed us off, and then like we had her also like later on, and it was just like really emotional for me, but it was really also special because she was like, yeah, like you also like have lots of work to do, and like, you know, like keep doing what you're doing though, is like really what she was coming out of. But I think just being grounded and like who you are, and like I think that's why it's also was special to like learn my own language. Like this journey's been happening for a while, but I entered the Bachelor of Instruction Language Fluency in my 3rd year of law school. So I like completed first year and then the second year, and then I took a break, right, because of working and everything and articling. But I'm getting back into it, and I really like the classes because I did previous work too, actually, in my sorry, I'm going all over the place. In my gap years, actually, when I started learning language, my mom saw a Facebook post that was on about like from the Sealth Language House, and they were putting on a community class for like Instruction 101. And then me and my dad and my mom, we like all went, and it was like a potluck. So you like bring your food, and like everyone shares a meal, and then you start like the lesson. And I feel like that was really special because like my dad is a residential school survivor, so he like actually has all the sounds. Like he's a better speaker than me, like with how he speaks, but he just doesn't know like the words, or like some things will come back to him. Like when we were learning together, it was like I feel like it really like made us closer because, and he was like, yeah, obviously like proud and like wanted me to continue. So I think that was really nice. And then we did that course, and then we did like chapter one as well, which is stories, like our like, you know, so that was really nice. And like it happened during COVID actually. Like that, like it was like during COVID when we were doing that, and then we just like went on Zoom.
I was just gonna say, was it on Zoom?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and it was actually really nice because I was like living at home at the time.
Yeah.
And then so I like set up like it on the TV, and so like my dad could see like everyone, and then like yeah, we had like on Zoom class, and it was like really special, and I feel like it really like connected us through like that time, and I feel like that's also why I like felt more connected during like COVID when it was like really like kind of segregating.
Mm-hmm. And then you're also taking the classes again now.
Yes, I just re-enrolled, so my plan is to finish the diploma this coming June. Just because even though I am articling, I feel like it's important for me to also feel grounded because I feel like this past year I stopped doing language, like since last September, and it just, yeah, I felt like kind of lost and like I wasn't like focusing on my like wellness and like health and just like kind of surviving. So I think even though it is like more work on my plate and like more intentional, like, you know, but it's like for me.
Mm-hmm. It's that connection to community.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which is so important. Especially because you've been doing a lot of hard work lately. You just passed your bar.
Yeah, I passed the barrister exam. I'm very happy about that. I am, taking the solicitor in November and, hoping that goes well as well. And, it's been a longer journey for me, like, compared to, like, other people. But also I'm trying not to take that to heart because I'm like, it's my journey. And, like, also since I'm, like, working for, like, another maybe 9 months, I will also be able to finish the diploma. So, like, I wouldn't be able to do that if I, like, worked at a different job.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It really allows you some space for that growth and that balance.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm really hopeful for this year and like feeling like I know what I need to do to like feel better.
Mm-hmm. For some reason, this is reminding me of the story that you told before we started recording, and that was about cooking with your auntie.
Oh yeah,
and getting all of that nourishment. Are you still making the recipes that you two did together?
Actually,
and what was that recipe?
I need to make it. It was like a Buddha bowl. Mm-hmm. So like we had like beets and like what was it, sweet potatoes, and like it was like a salad. It was really healthy, really great dressing. But I definitely need to start cooking more like healthy foods, like foods that make you feel good, because when you're like in a rush, either it's like Uber Eats or like takeout or ramen.
Mm-hmm. The Buddha bowl sounds so tasty.
Yeah, it was
especially
really
the sweet
good.
Potatoes.
yeah, it was really good. It did make me feel good. So, I'm putting that on the list now. I'm gonna make it.
And then another thing that I wanted to talk to you about in terms of wellness is getting out and doing activities. Mm-hmm. Can you tell me a little bit about some of the activities that you have been up to lately?
Yeah, of course. Well, we met through Indigenous Women Outdoors. So I just found that this spring, I guess. Yeah. And so I signed up for, what was it? I think the Whistler 10K is what I signed up for. And that's where like I met a lot of people. And then we met through Native Women Running.
Native Women Running.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. We met there. And then we did the BMO half together.
We did a half marathon, which is so much fun.
It was fun. Yeah. I was surprised I could do it, honestly, because I probably could have trained more, but
I definitely could have trained more, but I always feel like I'm happy with what my body can accomplish, and as long as it's moving in the way that I want it to, I'm in a good place.
Yeah.
And I can tell too when I'm not eating the right things, because you can feel it. And like, you can feel it too before you run. There's certain foods that will fuel you in a good way, and then there's foods that will like bring you down. You won't feel good enough to run anymore.
Yeah, exactly. It's like trying to find that balance. And but yeah, that I feel like that run was really like, you have a lot of time to think, you have a lot of time to like be with yourself, and like I think it was cool, like special, because there were so many people out.
Yeah,
I've heard that usually there's not, because the weather. So since it was such a beautiful day, there was like way more people encouraging, and yeah, I felt like it was like they gave me energy because like your name, right, is on your bib.
And then it was also super uplifting to see the other runners from Native Women
Yes.
Outdoors. And one of my favorite memories from that particular run is I was getting a little bit tired by Stanley Park and we're getting to the trees. And I saw some other Indigenous woman give a tree a hug and like get some of that good medicine from a cedar tree. And I was like, I need that.
Yeah.
So I did that too. And it was the
Oh.
best.
Oh, I wish I would have saw that. That would have been
I was
good
like,
to
I
do.
never would have thought of this on my own,
No.
but
Yeah.
it made such a big impact.
Yeah, that's really special. Yeah, thank you for sharing that with me. That was really cool to do. Yeah. Oh yeah, we met through the Native Women Running. Indigenous Women Outdoors has actually quite a bit of events, like different events. Like we met at the run as well, but also
I know we did hiking.
yes. Like trying to think about my summer. Like,
We did hiking. We were looking for soap berries. We had little cards.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone had a different card with a different like plant on it and like in Squamish language. And then yeah, we got to share and like stop the hike and then everyone shared like their card and I thought that was really cool.
I never did find soap berries. I knew that was a tough ask.
That was a tough ask, yeah. I'll just use it, it's okay.
But as a northerner, I was like, this is the card that was meant for me.
Yeah, that's true. I think I had blueberry and I couldn't find any, yeah.
Somebody had cloudberry and we found a cloudberry and I had never had one before. So that was a really interesting experience.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, I didn't see that, but that's awesome. Yeah. Special. I think
Maybe it was a salmonberry.
Oh.
Salmonberry sounds right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Those are great. I think it's like with Indigenous Women Outdoors. I also tried rock climbing. I'm not sure if you did, but that was really cool. I've never been outdoor rock climbing, and I just felt really special, like to be like on the land, like around like the area, and like when you get to the top there's a view, and like I only did a 5.5. Apparently that's some climber talk. But it was really, really fun. I really enjoyed that, and yeah, I hope to do that more often with like the group or like other people. I know there's also climbing gyms, so I think that could be an option too.
There are definitely a lot of climbing gyms around the Lower Mainland
Yeah.
for indoor climbing or indoor bouldering.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Bouldering, I feel like I've done more often because I don't have like a harness or anything. It's more like accessible, I guess.
And then you mentioned that you started with a new running group recently.
Yes. Sarah Ann, she founded Nietzsche Run Club. And that, I think initially was in Musqueam where they ran, but she moved the location to Trout Lake. So, it was really fun. And then she has two people from Kin Culture that are helping be like pacers and stuff, and like they have running technique and stuff. So I feel like the space she's created is really special and like allows for like all levels to come, and like also you can go learn there with whatever level you're at. And she gave away some free Lululemon socks too, so that was nice.
A little score.
Yeah.
Some swag.
Yeah, Indigenous groups have the best swag.
And then is the Nietzsche Club, that one's open to anyone?
I think it is open, to everybody and like allies too. I think, because she just wants to create a space for like everybody and like and she also made sure that the people from King Culture are like educated with like Indigenous issues and like how to like speak properly, because she like makes them go through her own training. Like she'll put them through a course like herself. So I think that's really amazing and like safe to like do that for like us, because
To be able to have those environments that are so uplifting and carved out for us to build community in this way.
Yeah, exactly. So I hope to see you at the next run. It's on Thursdays.
You too, Jordan.
Period.
Little shout out there. You can edit that out if you want.
Oh.
So we've talked a lot about running. Are there any other things that you're doing to take care of your wellness?
Actually, yes. I am a huge golfer. I started golfing when I was 13, I think. And my parents, they were like fastball players and like slow or like, softball. Now my mom does slow pitch, but to like still like have a sport together, they decided to golf like when I was like at a very like young age. So then that's how I kind of got into it. But yeah, I feel like golfing is also really special to me because I usually golf at like Incommute Canyon, which is like my mom's like res course, and I mean it's really beautiful, it's really really nice. But yeah, I don't know, it's like you're on the land and you're like out there and like ancestors are there too. See lots of rattlesnakes. Like they don't really scare me because I see them all the time on the golf course. And like my dad may not hit it straight, so we definitely go in the bushes. So feeling the sagebrush on you, like I don't know, it feels really grounding. Not to put my OJ on blast, but yeah, I feel like that has been really special for me, and like it's like, connecting with my parents and everything. My brother also used to golf a little bit, but he didn't like it. He went more to like what was fastball, yeah. But recently there has been, I think maybe 3 years ago now, was the first Indigenous championship for like BC Golf put it on, which I think was huge because their events usually they don't do that. So I thought it was really amazing, and the first event was at Incommute Canyon, like my home course. So I was very pumped to like come back home, and like most of my relatives were there too playing. And I thought that was really special, especially for community, and like to be golfing with my mom too, because like we got to play together. And then if you get top 4 like gross or top 4 net, then you qualify for Team BC. And then in September, like later that year, because usually it's in June or July, and then in September there's a match play against Team Ontario, and like Team BC has won the last 2 years.
Congrats to Team VC.
Thank you.
Golfing is pretty tough too.
It's incredibly mental, and I feel like it's also shaped how I have like dealt with all my issues growing up, because it's like you're out there for 5 hours by yourself, and it's like all you up there, like especially as a junior, because you're not allowed to talk to your parents like when you're like under 18, which I think is a weird rule, but it's just like you can't talk to them because they might give you advice.
I didn't know about this rule.
Oh yeah, junior golf. It's very like lots of rules, lots of things. But I remember, I think it was like my first times golfing. I was like crying because I was 14. I was like feeling all these emotions, everything. And then my mom did hug me, and then one of the people was like, actually, no, you can't talk to your daughter like right now. And then she's like, well, she's crying. Like, what do you expect me to do? And then we like kind of came up with tools for me, like on the course, like how do I manage my emotions, or like how do I feel like sometimes like anger or like whatever, like just because they like, I think now, yeah, I've obviously handled my emotions pretty well. Like usually, because I went to SFU for golf. That was NCAA Division II, and so all of our tournaments were in the States. So that was very fun to travel everywhere. Mostly the West Coast is where we went, and like I think the furthest we went was for 2 years. We made it to regionals, so that was in Texas. So that was very different and very hot and like cool. But then in my last year, actually, me and my teammate, we both individually qualified to make it to nationals. So that was at Palm Beach, I think that's what it's called, in Florida. It was at the PGA National course. And that was a hard course, but it was very fun, very fun. Yeah, it was like a cool way to end my also college golf career, because I did promise myself, actually, like if I did really well, I would turn pro. But I did exactly what I wanted to do, but then it didn't feel right. I was like, no, like my dad always talked about being a lawyer and everything, and like how that's also like special to like help your community, and like there are Native women golfers out there too, and I'm like, like they also are people to like be looked up to, and feeling the pull to language, I feel like that wasn't my path like I was meant to take. So I chose to study for the LSAT instead.
Yeah. With some golf breaks on the side.
Exactly, yeah.
I had golf as something on my list of things that I wanted to try for over a year.
Oh my
So I
gosh.
finally went to a driving range this year, and I also went to pitch and putt this year, and it was very humbling.
Practice makes perfect.
Yeah, but it's also so satisfying.
Oh,
Once
yeah.
you like connect with the ball,
The feeling,
yeah.
yeah.
I can see how it can be fun.
Yeah, definitely like addictive, right? Yeah, because
Yeah.
you're like, oh my god, I can do that again.
Yeah.
It's like
I imagine that if we golfed together, we would spend a lot of time in the sage too.
It's okay. No worries.
But I think I need it.
Yeah, right. It's like you're on the land. Like, I heard a teaching. I think it was in the cut when I was at UVic. Someone was saying like when you go through like the brush or like a trail that has like lots of, bushes like kind of like in the way, it like takes stuff off of you.
Yeah.
So I feel like that. Yeah, that's also like important. And like if it's sage too, that would probably feel really good.
Yeah. All about the balance. Brings me back to hugging the cedar tree during that half marathon.
Yeah, that's so perfect.
Do you have any advice that you'd like to share with the youth, or that you'd like to share with maybe a younger version of yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. I think knowing who you are, so like that is your culture, your language, like your people, your community, like your practices, your stories, right? All of that makes up like who we are as Indigenous people, and we're all very different because we come from different communities. So like that is who you are, and I think finding that is really hard, especially like in a world where it's really important to be independent and like not rely on your community and like try to be like this person like that's kind of like sculpted out. But yeah, I think going back home like as much as you can, or even if you're like away, like finding ways to connect back to yourself and like your home. And I think learning language has really helped me feel grounded, and like like it comes easier too, I feel like, with practice, but also like I feel like I have a duty, right, to like our people. Like, why did we survive this long? Like, I think to like bring our culture back, to bring the language back, and to be like powerful people, because that's like who we are. And so that would be my advice.
Thank you so much for sharing, and we're really grateful that you were able to come and be a part of our podcast.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. And thank you.